But right now, we're very pleased to be joined by a three-time Olympian and a member of the Montreal Stars. She's a forward for the Montreal Stars team. You can also check out cwhl.ca to find out more about the Montreal Stars and the league. In fact, the Stars are coming back from a 3-1 victory today, preseason style. We welcome into the show Julie Chu. Hi, Julie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Very well, thanks. Congratulations on the win today. How does the team look heading into the season?
The team's looking great. We actually had an exhibition game today against Cornell University, who's one of the top in the NCAA. I think they're ranked second, and a lot of really talented under-22 players from the Canadian side there. And it was a great start and a fast-paced game, so always good to come away with a win.
Well, you're a multiple-time defending champs. The Montreal Stars are, so everyone's going to be gunning for you guys. What is the makeup of the team like this year? Are you pretty much the same as last year?
I think we're even stronger than last year, which is great for us. We have a lot of depth on the offensive side, and definitely defensively have a lot of veteran presence as well. I think total we might have 8 current national team members, as well as some past national team members and some under-22 players as well. So a lot of talented players in our group, and excited because in general our league has just really exploded with postgraduate players that are continuing to play at a really high level in the national teams and then also from colleges. So exciting times for the CWHL.
Now, you played for Harvard earlier this century. I know that kind of makes everyone sound old. But so if you went to Harvard, why aren't you playing, for example, in Boston? Why Montreal?
Well, when I originally started playing in Montreal, the Boston team hadn't quite been introduced to the league yet. Montreal is kind of one of the founding, I guess, teams in a lot of ways that have been around for when the league had changed names in previous times. So I had always a lot of connections in Montreal, and it was an easy central place for me to be able to play. So I went there, and as far as team dynamic, the Stars are an incredible organization. They have a lot of great staff members that are committed and passionate about hockey and growing the sport, and my teammates are awesome. So very lucky to be part of that program.
Yeah, we had last year. We had Megan Augusta in studio for a sports special that we did, and we can see certainly that the passion really is there from all the players on the team. I'm going to take my 4-year-old daughter, I think, to the opener next Saturday, so I'm looking forward to that. But in terms of the caliber of play, how does it compare to what people can see normally during Olympic time?
I think it's right up there, especially with the number of the U.S. and Canadian players that are spread out amongst the teams in the league. I think Boston has 10 to 13, depending on the weekend. I know that they might have a couple injuries early on now, but they have a 10 to 13 U.S. national team members there. We have 8. Brampton is probably up in the 8 range, along with Toronto, 5 or 6. So a lot of great players that are now in the league, and a lot of great college players graduating that also know how to play at a high level. So I think if you get a chance to go to a game, and I'm excited to hear that you're going to be at the season opener with your young daughter, that's awesome. I think they're impressed by the speed and the talent of the players when they get there in person and get to see what it's all about.
What's the arena like? What's the atmosphere like where you guys play?
It's great. We play at, I'm sorry for the pronunciation, but Etienne des Marteaux. So it's in the Rosemont area of Montreal, and Carolyn Ouellette actually had the rink named after herself, so we play on her ice sheet. And it's great. I think we've got a lot of younger players that are playing in the youth organizations around the area that come to the games, as well as some loyal fans that are older that are just passionate about hockey. And I think we try our best to do as much community outreach as we can, because I think not only does that build our fan base, but part of what we do is being shoved into, not necessarily shoved, but being responsible for the role model roles that we are kind of placed in, just being a little more visible. So we take a lot of pride in that and enjoy going out there and being in the communities too.
How are you liking the city?
Montreal's awesome. It's I'd say right behind Boston. It's 2 of my favorite cities, Boston and Montreal, and a lot of character to it. And I actually train in the Albany, New York area because I'm a full-time assistant coach at Union College. So I come up. I'm more there in the summer, and then I come up on the weekends for games as well. So I get a mix of everything.
All right. Well, Certainly, this is another championship that you'll be chasing this year. In addition to the Olympic medals that you had, do you get any ribbing from the Canadian teammates with the silver medals that you have?
No, not at all. Like I'm pretty lucky that all my teammates in Montreal are really great. And it's we're soon. A lot of us are going to be going off to the Four Nations Cup coming up in November in Helsinki, and we'll be playing against each other then, and then the next weekend, maybe 4 or 5 days later, playing with each other. But I think we all know where women's hockey is, that we're trying to grow the sport as best we can, and we're all kind of on the same team in a lot of ways. So maybe it'll give me a little jab here and there, but I'll throw it back at them once in a while.
All right. Well, again, the website is cwhl.ca if you want to check out more in terms of the Montreal Stars schedule. They open their season, I believe, next Saturday.
That's right. We're going to play the Boston Blades next Saturday at 5 p.m. at Etienne des Marteaux. So it should be a great season opener. And then on Sunday, we'll play Boston as well at 1 p.m. So back-to-back games and a lot of excitement. Great hockey for sure.
All right. Well, Julie, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate your time.
No, thank you for having us.